Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, a non-binary folk alike. We're at episode 149. That means we're one off the 150. Raise the bat. And talking about non-binary, I think Tazzy's got a little bit of a snippet for us. Tazz, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. But with the non-binary folk, so let's just say you've got one in your room, as in, your classroom.
Yes.
And someone says, excuse me, sir, but X needs to go to the toilet.
X.
And X goes to the toilet, because we won't give them a name. When someone then says to you, Pezza, as a teacher,
yep.
Oh, excuse me, where's X, sir?
Mm-hmm.
What do you say?
Yeah.
What do you say to them?
Oh.
You say they have gone to the toilet. You can't say she. You can't say he. You've got to say they.
Yes.
But then when someone says they went to the toilet, hang on, who went? How many of them went?
Yes.
Because they is plural.
You're right.
That's right.
They're giving themselves their own pronouns, aren't they?
They have. And the thing with the pronouns, and I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Don't get me wrong, but we're making pronouns plural now for them.
Yeah.
So I don't get it.
I got in trouble the other day because at one of my classes, I said, okay, let's have a chat, boys over there, girls over there. And then I realised.
Can't do that.
Well, you can because they are still boys and girls, aren't they?
So
no, they're not.
There's one guy that's very feminine, like a little bit like Tone, on a Saturday, he's a bit, you're not sure which way he bats. And I said to him, you can choose. It's your choice. It's up to you.
Jesus.
If you want to go over no problem at all. I'm not going to. And if you want to go over no problem. He chose the girls. I'd probably do the same if I was batting for the other team anyway. But anyway, we welcome to the show, episode 1. Thanks, Taz. Very confusing way to start.
Move on because
we welcome Marto. We welcome Marto because we got to wait until we celebrate the great man very soon. So Marto, welcome.
Hello again.
Yes.
On the back of another loss.
On the back of another loss, but don't worry. 2 weeks ago, you had a winner.
2 weeks ago, right?
Which is now
we've only got 7.5 months to go.
Yes.
We've only got 7.5 months to go to the next one.
7.5 months. But you did tip some winners today, and of course on Saturday, but not unfortunately for the Polty Familia.
No, well, I did join in with you. We both had. We were both on the back of one.
Yeah, and
very nice win.
Beautiful,
very nice.
How did you pronounce that, Marto? On the back of one. So you were both riding Huan together, were you?
Yeah,
we were riding Huan together.
Actually, our mate Barney, a big fan of the show, reckons me and Marto have jumped into bed together. We were our best mates.
Oh, well, because we come up with the same number for the winner.
Yeah.
Well, can I just say something?
Great minds think
Jason,
alike.
I think Jason's right. Jason, it's about time the boys got out of the closet and back into it naked together.
I tell you what, we never want to be in Barney's closet because if you put a black light into that thing, fucking hell, it's like a painting. Horrendous.
But you never know who you'd find in there too.
Now, talking about school, like as you know, Taz, I'm a bit of a teacher, and I teach marketing. And marketing needs lots of acronyms. For example, the IDA selling system. IDA means attention, interest, desire, action. Marketing, SWOT analysis, strength, weakness, opportunity, threats. There's all these acronyms, the 4 Ps, price, people, place, product. And then I thought, why don't I make an acronym about tone?
Oh, did you? Because I've got one coming up.
T equals terrific.
Yes.
Terrific tone.
Equals? Oh, terrific one.
N equals no nonsense.
Oh, terrific one, no nonsense.
And E equals, I couldn't think of anything, so I just thought of eggs.
Many years ago, Pezza, I nearly started a political party with my cousins.
Really?
Yes.
What was your political
So in order to start a political party, federal, you need to have 500 members. That's easy. That's 3 families for us, right?
That's easy.
So we were serious, but we lived in a seat that was a safe seat. Right. It doesn't matter which seat you sort of, whether you vote Liberal, Labor, it's irrelevant. But in order to actually win, what we thought we'd do is our one vote meant nothing. But if we could get enough people to vote for us, we could then send our preferences to the party of choice.
Right.
our party was going to be the working. I've still got paperwork inside. I kid you not. The working organisation of a greater society.
Oh wow.
WOGS.
WOGS.
Because at the end of the day, what we wanted to focus on, what our key voter was the donkey.
That's right.
We wanted to get the donkey vote. And if we could get enough donkey votes voting for the WOGS.
Well, vote for the WOGS.
There's a party up north which is called the Lifestyle Fishing Party or something.
Yes.
Who gets a lot of votes. And he's a doctor up there too, and he's a redneck and a little bit. Anyway, terrific one. No nonsense eggs. Well done, Tone. Last week, Robusto was robust. How do you feel, big dog?
Yes, well, it's good to get one out on there on a Saturday. I usually chuck them out at, bigger prices than that. But, a win is a win.
I nearly fell off. Sorry, Tone. I nearly fell off my chair then. Because when you said it was good to get one out on a Saturday, but I was thinking, what are you talking about? You're talking about your private life.
No, I'm not talking about laying cable on next door's buddy.
Jeez.
Bed.
I nearly fell off my chair, Tone. I kid you not. I thought, gee, whiz, he's going to tell us about what he was doing.
Hey, I heard some rumours about Saturday with Tone. I actually went up to see my son play baseball, so I was out of action, but Tone was supposedly in town entertaining a couple of young military folk from the US.
I've never known such a most poisonous, mutated, blue-ringed octopus as Pezza and his scumbag mates who spy on what I do, my life, Taz. But he's got such scumbag mates. You don't trust these fuckers. I would never, ever go into the army and want him in the trenches with me. Or his scumbag bloody English mates. They just
I have a sign up.
But Tone, whilst I agree with you, right, what you've got to admit is one thing, and that is that you were out, which is fantastic because it's your right to be, and that you didn't, and that you absolutely, and that you didn't, invite the other boys because you didn't want them there. So just tell them, hey, listen, yes, say I was out, and what's it to you, you prick? What you think my life evolves around you? No, I was out with the US. Okay, what were they? What were they? Were they male or female or non-binary?
No, two young males, probably around the 20-year-old.
Couple of young bloody southern boys who work on the jet.
So perfect.
Doing hard yards.
Yeah, Tone. If there was two of them, you guys didn't go skiing or anything like that, did you? Tone, I'm a bit scared.
About time that you go and shove your head up a dead.
Terrific one, no nonsense eggs.
Tone,
Robusto Tone. Now, I just have to admit that, I was busy up, with family commitments. Tazz, of course, is under the pump, being the super coach of the A-League team that he's at. Marto, of course, is under the pump at work. He only gets a break every 40 minutes. But, Tone, there's no time for interaction on Polty. There was no time to say, how good am I, Robusto? Wow, get up and about.
Come on.
It was dead in there, big boy. It was dead in the chat.
No.
They're all waiting for you, Tone.
They're waiting.
I'm waiting for you to say,
am I the only one who has a phone? Like, Taz there, you've got a phone. Marto's got a phone.
I can't have a phone on the bench, mate.
They're all
in the coach's box. If I get fined if I use the phone in the coach's box.
Well, don't be such a tight ass.
Pezza's push. Pezza's push wins. Wow,
Winner.
Winner.
Pezza's push. Well done, Pezza. What was it called?
Verify.
Venomous.
The only reason that it won, and I thought about this afterwards, is because you were pissed all last week, as you were on the Terps too, so let's own it.
Yes.
When you were looking at the form guide, you thought, here's one, vilifier.
Yeah.
I'll back that because I vilify every prick in Palty. Poor old Tone and Tazz, they're still under the bus. That's why you backed it, didn't you?
Can you tell us a story about your Excelis was beaten by a horse?
It was. Well, when Tone was going through his race, if you recall, I asked him, Tone, do you reckon, what about Devil's Throat?
Devil's Throat.
And Devil's Throat was actually in my race. So, I got it wrong. So the boys, they all call me Venom. Absolutely. And unfortunately, I swallowed my own venom.
Yes, the old venom. And Marto does it again.
Yeah, I was devastated.
And he tips military expert.
Unbelievable.
And you know what
I
happens
have the best in
when
Flemington
Marto tips one on Pulte?
Roik.
Bang! There it is.
Roik. Worst run of its career. And it was. I mean, I had the best of the day in Flemington. Gets out for a strong win. Bursts through the pack and wins. I had best of the day in Sydney. Absolutely brains them.
Yep.
And then I go, I'm going to give this one to the guys at Pulte in Brisbane. It looks like best of the day. Military expert. Does absolutely nothing. It gets screwed over.
And was backed too. Was really
backed in for plenty. Yes, it was.
Pulled up.
So Marto, are you owning the other ones? Because you know what? I backed the fourth, the winner of the fourth at Melbourne, the winner of the second and the third. And the fourth
I'm just saying. I'm just saying how poisonous the tip was on Pulte.
Sorry.
It was
very poisonous because I thought we were going to get the double.
I've got a public announcement. Lenny is starting to question the tipping ability of Team TNT.
Is she?
Yes.
Really?
Well, that's okay.
Well, she's not. I am.
Oh, you are you?
Yes.
So you're throwing Lenny under the bus now.
And that's okay.
Parents and you're throwing her under the bus.
It's okay.
Right.
Seriously.
Really?
There's nothing wrong, with bringing up the analytics. Once we get to, 60 subscribers or 70?
100. We need 100. We're still 30.
We need 100, okay. So that's all right. The analytics will not lie. And well done on you. Absolutely. Are you going to show us the video as well? Oh, go on. Put it through.
Yeah, but Taz, he's got a very short memory, the big boy.
Short memory.
Yes, he has.
Sure.
Brown Bill from up on the top of the hill has got a very short memory.
Oh, it's not going to work. It's a bit slow, Tone.
Yeah, it's a bit clunky.
Yeah, I love how humble he is. He's very humble, isn't he?
Look at Robesto come.
He is, yeah.
Look, it looks amazing, Pezza.
Oh.
Seriously, you can
keep frame.
Oh, well done, frame by frame. You're in. Look at that.
No, how didn't the daisies get Robesto? It's amazing. Oh, anyway, we're going to the Stradbroke this week. Marto's brought out the biggest race of the day. He's got one at 15 skins and one of my faves.
Absolutely. We both love this, don't we?
Yes.
But I tell you,
backed it already. I'm on.
Oh,
good on your Tone. Thanks very much. We're going to have to find another tip now, Pezza.
Oh,
the only thing I'm worried about is
No, look, Graham Beggar's had this race lined up since the run in the Golden Eagle last October.
Yep.
He said, this thing's not a spring horse. It's going to be a winter horse. We're going to go up to the Winter Carnival in Brisbane and I'm going to run in the Stradbroke, 1,400 metres. And he's drawn barrier 6. He said, Geordie Childs, I said, I want you to come and ride for me. He said, you got a good record on this horse? He said, but I need you to get down to 64 kilos. So Geordie Childs is spending 54. All these hours. Sorry, 54. Sorry, thank you. If it was 64, it would be no problem.
Yeah.
But spending all the time in the sauna box, sweating it out. He's going to make the weight. He's very keen on that.
I'd struggle to get to 114.
But from barrier 6, with all the big guns drawn out in the car park, I think this one, it maps very, very kindly at $15. I really like this price.
So you've jumped off Hawaii 5-0?
Hawaii 5-0's drawn out again, mate. It's
16,
yeah, it's not in the right kind of draw for its racing pattern.
Yeah. What about what J-Mac said today about the Blue Battler?
He's up about, was it Valana? Yeah, he said he's been flying under the radar.
46 skins. J-Mac's riding around at $41 in our Group 1.
I know, right? But you've got Half Cabin there. You've got Royal Merchant. You've got Chain of Lightning. You've got Palace.
No, Royal Merchant, forget it, can't win. Royal Merchant can't win.
Let's move on.
We'll
talk about the straddie and the
Cardinal
quaddie Tone. I know you've got a lot to talk about. So let's move on. Race 7, number 4. Oh, shit. Hang on. What is it? No. It's Sandown.
No. Sandown race 9, number 13.
Thank you.
Oh, wow. That was last week's tip.
Yeah, that was last week.
One? Yeah, it was. It's just like rubbing a bit of salt into me. That's all he's doing. Yeah, Taz, have a look at it again. Have a look at another loser. Subliminal messages he's sending out to Pulte as well. But, Alverdon it is. Alverdon loves the rain-affected going. Alverdon will handle the 1800. Alverdon is in the last race of the day. It will race pretty much just off pace, which means if there is any track bias at Sandown, whether they're leaders or coming from behind, it will be in a position where the bias should not affect it.
Right.
Adverull also, if you look through its form, has form which lines up with the one that Marto just tipped that's gone up north.
Oh, no.
Cardinal Gem, sorry. So for me, in all honesty, I just think that it's going to be bucketing down with rain. It's the wet track. It's proven on it. It finds conditions to suit, and I think it returns to the winner's stall.
Yeah, and how good's Lukey Campbell riding at the moment? He's riding winners everywhere.
He is indeed. So claims a little 2 kilo apprentice. A 2 kilo claim there, so why not? Yep. Save your money for the last get out.
I like it.
Anything to add, Tone?
Yes. 4, 1, 4. 1 comes after the 4, I suppose.
Obviously.
Tone, you're not on Cherry Tortoni here, mate. You love that horse. Cherry Tortoni's going round again.
Absolutely not.
No way.
How good's Lenny going? She's been in 4 quaddies and she's won 4 of the toughest races that we've ever seen.
Absolutely.
She's no Tazz and she's no Tone, but gee, she's very close to a Marto.
Well, you've given her a bigger test to date yet.
Yeah. Unbelievable. And it's great doing business with Leap and Lenny too. Don't worry about that. You send her a message, she sends you back the information. There's no bullshit. There's no between the lines. There's no like trolling. There's no, throwing anyone under the bus. It's just pure tipping magic. That's all it is. Pure tipping magic.
Professional.
I love the conversations that you share with Polty, Pezza, about how good Lenny is. I think it's incredible. But has Lenny realised that this is your way of the stalking introduction? Is this how you? Has she picked that up yet or not? It's like,
the good news is she said, "Don't worry about the hair, Pez. I don't mind it shaved head. So now I've just got to be younger, richer, and thinner, and better looking."
Easy.
You can just. I mean, it's the boys that you associate with that make you feel that good. So if you spend more time with Tone, I'm sure it'll rub off on you.
Right. The great man, I tell you what, he would have been peacocking about on Saturday when Robusto lasted.
With Tone. No, seriously, he would have been a one-man party in that bar too.
He would have been. He would have thought that all the Japanese would have thought there was a terrorist attack because he would have just exploded when it lasted.
Oh, Tone, you've actually found.
You've actually found bloody 5 bloody secret squirrels there. Like reporting back Pezza's mates who are fucking scumbags. Honestly,
Tone's got the first leg, and we all know Tazz. What does Tone think about the first leg of the quaddie?
Oh, he loves it. He loves it going first. He loves to go first.
Absolutely.
I reckon he's off to a win here with a 20-1 starter.
First leg
20-1.
1, 2, 3, 7, and 12. Tone, good luck. Take it away, brother.
Yuda coming out of barrier 10.
Yeah,
got to be a chance in this. Without flights, the favourite, of course. You've got to put the favourite in with Zara on it. Absolutely. So, I've chucked in. That's another one of those ghosty horses. Colette's on it, and we'll probably pull it up anyway. But you've got to chuck in Numerian in there. Right. Not a big fan of it.
Yep.
This is your winner time.
Now, this is one of my old favourites. It's run a couple of good seconds, and this could be its day on Saturday. Could be its day. What's name? Is it Nash is on it, right? 20
Nash is on.
20 skins.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And of course, good first up fourth on Duas, and I reckon that'll be well supported. Duar. Yeah, Duar. Got one of the worst jockeys in Australia on, who's an absolute scumbag and pulls up lots of horses. But in this race, got to take him on trust. The horse has got not a lot of jockey under him, in my opinion. But there we go. 5.
Nice.
So you've just spent 3 minutes giving us the numbers.
Yes, that's right. That's all you need to know.
Perfect.
All you need to know.
All right.
And, Tazz, Thank you for last week being so selfless and only taking 3. I know you were going to take 2, whereas Pez has been bragging about how good he is with the quaddie, and he's been taking 5 and 6 every week. Yep. And he said a couple of months ago, oh, no, only the Pelty guys can have 4 at the most.
Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't have a $1.50 horse in my league that I could just take 3.
No,
and
I mean, you beat every race.
No, you're right. Pezza, you're right. You didn't have a $1.50, but I think this week you might have a $2.25. Anyway, we'll move on to me because now
a bit underrated that one.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It's a tough race the last leg, big boy. If you take that horse out, who wins? Nobody knows. So,
oh well, if you take out number 3, who wins? If you take out number
3,
4,
4,
who wins?
6, 9, and 14, big boy. Hurry up because Tone
ready to go.
15 minutes to give us nothing.
All right, snap back. It's been consistent. It was a good run, and it was close enough last week to suggest that it can win this week.
Oh,
made a call. It's a back marker, and might need a little bit of luck. But I'll tell you what, if it finds it, it's just going to be the one that you're going to be looking for out down the outside. Don't know how to pronounce it, but it's the favourite, Tanahusa. Favourite, looks good.
Tannhauser.
Ran well. The question is how good?
Yeah, German.
How good? That's the question. So we throw it in because its last one was pretty impressive. Californian, I think I really like this one.
Oh,
and
geez,
even though
a bit of the tone about you as well.
No, but what do you want? I like this one. You know why? Because it was only 2 lengths away from the winner last start. So you might look at it and you might look at the numbers, but it was only beaten 2 lengths.
Yeah,
and this is another one that's probably
just going number 9, numbers. Yeah.
Well, what do you want me to say, Pezza?
TikTok, you want us on here who don't. You want to be the big.
All right. I'll tell you. I'll make it really easy for you, Pezza. All right, my selections are numbers 3, 4, 6, 9, and 14.
Perfect.
If you read the form guide, you'll be able to get all the reasons
That's
why.
you and Tone, Team TNT.
Yep.
Just
Thank
wasting
you.
everybody's time.
All right.
If you're not going to give us any information, don't talk.
Don't say anymore.
What information do you want? Let's hear the information from you.
No, I'm just saying, if you're not going to give any
want your information.
Anybody can read the numbers.
Yeah, I know that. But I'm giving them just to reiterate them.
They got the Tone-itis tonight. You got
what are you talking about? I've got. Hang on.
Oh, Snapback was not bad last week. Come second.
Hang on. It was. It ran second in the size, mate. It was the quaddie pick. It was one of my pickers in the quaddies that I missed out on, and I missed the quaddie because of it. You don't want me to give you that much information because I'm running out of time.
Watch the film back and see who's right.
Yep.
Pezza.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
What's Lenny got in the third leg, mate?
5, 6, 9, 10, and 18. She also likes number 1 and 4. Number 4 is going to probably be a bet. She said she's going to put some money on Scalapini, but this is a team challenge. A team challenge. So she thinks 5, 6, 9, 10, and 18 are ahead of her 1 and 4.
Right.
Pezza is Lenny a Queenslander?
Yes.
Yeah. Scalapini?
Yep.
It's a potato cake.
Lenny,
that one's for you, mate. It's a potato cake.
Scallop.
But she's got the 10 Cardinal Gem. She's got Think About It. That's absolutely flying. And she's got Hawaii Photo, the progressive. So she's got it sort of there, but she's a little bit.
So she's left out. So she's left out a few, though, isn't she?
Yeah, well.
They can't all win.
Can't have
no.
I was going to go 3, and I thought, oh, well, if we're alive in the last, it's going to pay for itself. $25 for 5%. Now, what I've done, boys and girls, is I've chosen horses that are from 4 different races. There's 4 different form races. So there's 2 from Eagle Farm, there's 1 from Scone, and there's 1 from the Sunny Coast. So there you go. There's some information, ladies and gentlemen. I've done the form from 4 different races. So all I need to do is be right on 1.
Okay, and what happens if you're wrong on 4?
Well, there you go. Obviously, I should just be like you and Tone and just read the numbers.
Okay, so
you're such an ass.
Tycoon Evie, Sunny Coast, good run last start.
You didn't have 10 today because you normally have half the field.
Very fit and ready to win. Up in class though, but this is basically they're all up in class in this run. Number 13, Salatine, a great second last start, of course, at Eagle Farm. And it's against, of course, Comrade the 14, but I reckon Celatine had a tougher run and is ready with the extra distance in hand. And then we go to the big boy, Opal, the 15, the Scone horse that beat Red Card last start. And we all know what happened. Oh, no, it wasn't.
Record
I'm
breaker.
lying there. No. But it was in a really good race at Scone. And
and what price is Opal Ridge, Pezza?
$250.
Is it 250?
And then, right. Thank you. And then I've gone 17, the up-and-comer, the progressive that came fourth last start to Red Card. And we all know how good Red Card is.
We certainly do. Broke the track record at Scone.
So there you go.
And then come out and won again.
I've chosen 4 different races, and I could have gone 6 different races because there's a couple of Victorian horses there too. So
yeah,
they're all chasing the bonus money.
So is Tycoon is Evie originally a Queenslander horse, Christian, or not?
I don't think so. I think it's a New South Wales horse, Big Dog.
But it likes to come from behind, doesn't it?
It has been running up north, yes. Wide throughout.
And you've left out your belter, your Perth horse.
Yes. Can't put them all
in. You didn't put Electric Girl in,
short.
one that Marto's tipped in the past.
Can't put them all in.
Likes to win in the wet.
Hey, I even missed out on yours, Snapped or whatever. Who was that? Tazz and Tone.
Yeah. No, when it was in Melbourne, it was Once Upon a Time mine, but then it went over to Adelaide as well. Right. It's been around the joint.
Yeah, the one in Adelaide last start. Trying to know that, so it's all right. Anyway.
Yeah, I just think Opal Ridge gets a little bit bottled up in the run, coming from barrier 12. It's going to have to run midfield. It's going to have horses around it. I know it's got Tyler Schiller on, and that's a big plus because he'll just push through any little gap that he gets. But Jesus, going to need a lot of luck to win, and 250 just seems real risky.
These fields,
I'm glad you've got a bit wider.
No big fields, so they're all going to need a bit of luck.
I think I said it before the show. I'm going to say it during the show.
Yep.
But you two boys, you're like Vicks and Vaseline. You try to get the job done with it, except there's a little bit of a sting.
Talking about a little bit of a sting, Tone's the degenerate bastard that he is has found one in a highway.
Holy
but this
shit.
is interesting, Marto, because this is a highway plate.
It's not.
Yeah,
it's not
still a highway.
Well, it's a special highway because you get a plate.
Right. Okay.
It's an elevated.
It's still a class 3 highway, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
I don't
There's
care.
a plate.
I don't care. It's Saturday racing, and anything's possible.
Okay, Tone. What do you got, mate?
Chase My Crown. Brett Preble on board. Couple of fourths, ready to win. Set to go. 9 skins. Open to 12s. Into 9s. Get on. That's all you need to know. It'll win this. This is I'm riding.
You heard it here first, folks. It'll win this.
Yep, that's it.
Tone, is that what you were saying, Tone, on Saturday when you were on the beers? Were you saying that to those Americans? Chase my crown?
You have just hit the top of my shit list. You're a shade behind. You're a shade behind Black Log Bill. From up on the hill. You're just a shade behind him.
That's all right. That's okay. But Tone,
handlebars, big boy.
I actually, like me and you, we've crossed swords before. And interestingly enough, the last time we did, you won because Mimi's award did. You did. And that was an omen. We should have gone with it because you've got a millie and I've got a millie, so to speak. But in that particular race, there's one down the bottom, the 17, that I really looked at.
Yeah,
and,
reserve that gets a run.
Does it? I don't know. Does it get a run? Zooatic?
Yeah, it's in. Zooatica is in.
So what I'll do, Tone, is I'm going to go a bit Zooatic and chase your brown. And chase your crown in a Quinella.
Yeah. Thank you for poisoning my tip. It was sponsored by Round.
Why do I find toilet
a little bit of
so
competition?
Pezza usually does it, but you just added put the fucking cherry on top, didn't you? Thanks for that.
Yeah, you've lost confidence in your tip because someone else likes something.
I'm pumping you up. Robusto, Big Dog. Well done.
Absolutely.
We're not talking about Robusto. We're talking about Tazz poisoning my tip this week already.
I haven't poisoned it. I've just said I'm going to take it in a Quinella.
Yes, mine runs second, right? Yes, that's it.
No, mine runs second. I want yours to win.
Quinella, either one can run second.
Well, that's true too.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, look, it's a highway, boys. Anything can happen, and anything does happen.
Right.
Yes. High-waisted
Well, a
dodgy.
naked man is chasing a woman through an alley with a butcher knife.
Well, what are you doing there, Pezza? What have you found? Gee whiz. Is that the stuff you watch later
man is
on?
watching Ali. He's lining up the port up for later.
I know. You know what he's doing? He's ready to throw us under a bus. Hey, who are you going to throw under, Tone or me?
Let him go with the gun.
Do you
You
punk?
lucky punk.
That's another one I looked at too.
Do you punk?
Yes. Do
There it
you
is.
punk? Do you punk?
Feel
you
lucky.
feel
Why did you go
lucky?
with that?
Well, do you
Is it
punk?
Moody's? Whose is it?
Huh?
Who's got Do You Punk? Who trains it?
Say what?
Hang on.
Who's the trainer of Do You Punk, Pezza?
Peter Moody.
Yeah, it is
No,
Moody. No, that's what I said. It is Moody's, isn't it?
I've got a horse here, boys. 14 skins. Pez on fire, as you know. Tone always he rates me a lot. Marto rates me. Tazz, you all rate me.
Oh, of course, you're the best driver.
Seriously, I think
You are
I'm
the
the
best.
best.
Oh, you
No,
are the
Pezza,
best.
no,
Yeah, we know
no,
that,
no.
don't we, Taz?
Yeah,
We
don't
never,
think it.
ever,
Pezza.
we know you're the best.
You are one of the most.
An absolute
You're
given.
not.
Yes,
You're not
thank
only
you.
the best. You're the
Yes.
most humble.
Right.
I've never ever heard
goodness,
anyone
yeah, most
be
humble
as
person in the
humble and
world.
show as
Yeah.
much humility as
Um,
you
Agro
have.
used to
You
sing,
are.
It's hard to be
you are.
humble when you're perfect in every way.
That's right. And I just say to everybody, my body is unique. You know, it's a one of one. But race 8, number 7, Do You Punk? This is 4th up now, Marto. It's had 2 starts, 4th up for a first and a second. 3rd up, it's had 1
Beautiful.
for the win, which is hard
Where are we
to
at?
understand because how is it 4th up twice and 3rd up? Anyway, doesn't matter. Reason why I chose this horse is it ran a really good 3rd at Bendigo when it's first up in its prep. Come 3rd to a couple of pretty good horses that have gone on to win again. And then unfortunately, Lukey Nolan rode it when it was a big fat donut. And that's when he actually hurt himself and put himself out. So he couldn't ride because his shoulder popped. Then last start was an absolute butcher. You've never seen a horse it was like the big Tone with the V8, you know, the brum, 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 ready to win. And it had nowhere to go, choked up, jockey off, Billy Egan on, 14 skins, barrier 10. Here we go. But the very interesting thing is we're dropping back a couple of 100 metres. So I'm excited because I reckon Billy's going to ride this like the wind.
Billy Egan. Okay, so we're at Eagle Farm. You forgot to mention where it's at.
No, Sandown.
Sandown.
7.
Yeah.
Sandown
No, it isn't
race
Sandown. It's
Okay.
no, Marto. He never forgot to mention it. It's just that because he went on for so long, people forgot where it was.
Well,
at.
do ya?
Yeah, Do you punk?
Well, do ya? Oh, okay. Massive results this week. If we line up the 3 of us, it's over 1,000. If we line up the 4 of us, it's over 15,000. Massive.
Get on, Barney.
Get on.
Barney's on. Barney's on.
Don't worry about Barney. Barney's just, you know what Barney's doing? He's counting his dollars like stamps at the moment.
He's a bit of a Barney.
Pierce is having a Benny 2 bets in the St Kilda the Friday night, the Thursday night game. Thank God we're back Thursday nights.
Hey, I went there too.
Mason Wood, 21 skins. Lance Franklin, of course, in his 350th for first goal. So I'm having 10 bit. I'm going to have $10 on Mason and $10 on Lance. I'm going to outlay 20 to win 100 or to win 80. Or of course, if Mason kicks the first, I'm really in front.
You were pretty stiff last week, you know that.
Yeah, I know.
Because you kicked the point.
Yes.
The guy that what's his name? Fritchie or whatever he was. Yeah, he kicked the point.
Frick. And he's so hungry too. He's so selfish. So, Port Adelaide, Tone, very easy.
Easy. Port Adelaide just wins. Take them head to head. You get $1.85, you get $1.90. They are one of the favourites that will win this weekend, but there'll be a lot of upsets this weekend. Teams shouldn't win, will win, I think. That's my opinion.
The great man, Tazz.
Upset round.
Yeah, no, I think it's Fremantle to pretty much send Richmond back to where they started from, into unknown territory. So I've taken Freo 25+, and I've thrown in Koch for the Tigers to kick a goal. I don't think he's going to be dominant through the midfield, but I reckon he'll probably He'll sneak one.
He's
He'll go
been
forward.
playing up forward lately, hasn't
he?
Yeah, so I'm taking
Half-forward
Clutch. So get about 8-1 there, and I am going to the Carlton Essendon game to see if I can be disappointed yet again.
Oh, no.
And then we got Marto. Marto sent me a message. Swans v Saints under 160.5. Franklin
Yes.
was lazy too. 3-1.
Swans v Saints, it's traditionally a low-scoring game, so I'm taking the unders. And Franklin, as you mentioned, he's 350. He's going to go 2 or more. So let's go. It's about 3-1.
Yeah.
Can I ask something, Pezza?
Yes.
Because I know that we talk about the AFL, but during the week I actually watched the NRL, and I watched the Cowboys slaughter Melbourne Storm.
Oh.
They manhandled them.
Didn't they? And there was
Absolutely.
some cowboy or something in there that was one of his first or second games or something. It scored a couple of early tries. Marto, who was it?
I couldn't tell you offhand.
I don't know. I was just shocked though, because I don't normally watch Pass the Parcel a lot, but I'll tell you what, the Townsville Cowboys, they did a number on the Storm.
They did. The supporters, it's hard to follow the Cowboys this year because one week they're hot and the next week they're not.
Did the players
beaten by
players back up from Origin, or were they still?
Yes, they did. Yeah, they had Valentine Holmes and 1 or 2 others there as well. They backed up
45, I think. They scored 45. I mean,
Munster,
but they had 66 points scored on them against from when they played the Tigers. So,
wow.
Like I said, hot one week and bad the next.
Just some quick tips, boys, before we go. Sydney versus St Kilda. I'm going the Swannies.
Swannies easy.
Draw.
Yeah, I know.
Draw.
Last
one, but Swannies.
I can see an upset. I can see the Saints winning, but I hate saying it. Makes me sick saying
Bulldogs
it.
versus Port. I'm going Port. They're on fire.
Easy.
Port.
Yeah.
Hawthorn versus Brisbane. A bit of a mismatch here.
One-way traffic.
The Lions. Everyone's the Lions, I presume.
Yeah,
Adelaide, West Coast. Jeez.
Oh, God. Bye.
How about West Coast during the week with that Liam Duggan? They were going to fight his 1-match suspension, but the poor bastard got the Rona and he's in hospital tone. So they said,
they can't play anyway.
Yes. And Nat knew he's done. That's it.
Yeah, Nat knew he's done for the year. Yep. Hasn't played a game in anger.
Yep.
Fremantle Tigers, massive game. Should be a game of the round.
Freo because it's at home.
Tigers are putting in a real big effort, but you can't win over there because you have the umpires playing against you as well, and they're very good at rigging things over there.
It also does 60,000.
Match of the round.
Are you seriously?
No, it's true. Everybody knows.
The umpires are rigged now. So
match of the round.
Rigged, football's rigged. Seriously.
Match of the round. Rats' North Melbourne versus the Giants.
You're a non-believer.
Oh, go North for the upset.
Go North for the upset. Carlton Essendon. Who cares?
North will win this week.
I'll be there. That's all I can say. And I reckon I don't know.
And Monday is it Queen's birthday? Is it Queen's birthday? Is that right?
It is. It's public holiday on the 12th.
Right. Is it the Queen's birthday or is it King's birthday?
No,
we still
it's King's.
recognise it as the Queen's birthday, but it's a King's birthday.
Melbourne Collingwood should be an absolute cracker without Jordan Agoe, who's heading to Bali as we speak.
Oh, how bad is he?
Collingwood can't win this. I don't reckon.
He cleans up an 18-year-old kid.